well seasoned up, oh so delicious, stewed salmon with a side of cilantro lime rice. Guys, this is it right here. I'm about to show you how it's done, so let's get started. So to begin, I have myself a skinless salmon fillet. I don't remember the exact weight, but it's a nice decent size. You can use skin on if you want, but we are using skinless as I said. And you're just gonna slice this up into some decent sized chunks, just like so. Now we're gonna season up our salmon also proper on the screen. I have a list of how to get together my all-purpose seasoning. That's what we're gonna use to season up this salmon here. And you know how it goes, we is so generous. We ain't stingy with the seasoning at all. We always go crazy when it comes to seasoning up our food, guys. We don't do bland over here, I'm trying to tell you. So go ahead and season it up just like so. Go ham, go crazy, and we're gonna move on to the next step. Go ahead and get your pan to about a medium. Drizzle a little bit of olive oil in there. Go ahead and get your minced garlic as well as your onion in there as well. Use a whole onion. I probably use a little bit of less, but use a whole one, guys. Get all that onion in there. Go ahead and cook it up till it's nice and translucent. Let it sizzle up. Let that aroma hit the air, guys. Man, at this moment, my kitchen smelling oh so good. Go ahead and get your canned tomato sauce in there as well. Once that's in there, go ahead and put in your coconut milk. Make sure to stay away from that grainy, gritty coconut milk. I remember I bought some and it was not looking so good. You want that creamy stuff. If it don't look creamy like that, go ahead and send it back to the grocery store. Now we're gonna toss in a little bit of water as well. I'm gonna throw in about half a cup or so. Guys, I cannot wait for you to try this one. This is a great dinner recipe, guys, and it's a little bit of fancy too. Some stewed salmon with the cilantro lime rice. Man, I'm telling you, this is hitting to complement each other so well, especially all that citrus you're getting with that lime rice, guys. Go ahead and toss in some chopped tomato as well. And you want to let that come to a little bit of a simmer and reintroduce that well seasoned up salmon. Can't forget the salmon. Go ahead and get that in there, guys. And once we have it to a little bit of a boil, do not forget to taste that sauce, guys. Don't be scared to taste your sauce, and if it needs it, you can add a little bit more of that all-purpose seasoning that we used earlier to season up the salmon. Now I'm throwing in a little bit of bell pepper, add a little bit of color as well as texture. I'm also gonna throw in some thyme as well as a Scotch bonnet pepper. You're gonna go ahead and give this a little bit of a gentle mix. Remember, this is salmon, it's delicate. You do not want to be stirring this stuff all rough and stuff because you're gonna break up your salmon. Throughout this whole recipe, be very gentle with your salmon. And again, like I said, once it comes to a boil, that salmon starts to cook a little bit. Taste your sauce. Taste your sauce and adjust as necessary. You know, throw in a little bit of salt, you know, as needed, a little bit more pepper, or you could throw in a little bit more of that all-purpose seasoning. Do not be scared to adjust as you go and get it absolutely perfect. You know what I mean? As you can see here, we adjusting. I tasted it. Need a little bit of more oomph, so we gave it a little bit more oomph. You know what I mean? And I'm giving a nice, gentle little stir. You're gonna let this go for about, I would say, 10 minutes or so. You don't want to overcook it. It's salmon, cooks fairly quickly, and this is how you should be looking once it's fully done. Now we're gonna move on to that cilantro lime rice. I got my water to a rolling boil. We are going to add in that salt. We're gonna add in that olive oil, and you're gonna also add in your rice. Very important, rinse your rice. Do not just throw it in there, but rinse your rice only right before you're ready to put it in the water. Do not rinse your rice and let it sit on the counter, because that's gonna affect how quickly it cooks. Only rinse it right before you get it in the pot, guys. We're also gonna let that come back up to a rolling boil. We're gonna add in 1 bay leaf, and you're gonna continue to let it boil without a top until that water is almost gone. And yes, we do have it on high at the moment. Let it boil until that water is almost gone. Stir occasionally. Once you see it's almost gone, you're gonna turn your heat all the way to low. Very important, put it on low. Put the top on and let it sit for a couple minutes. Let it do its thing. Once our rice is fully cooked, go ahead and remove that bay leaf. Go ahead and grab your lime, and you're gonna start squeezing that lime juice in here, guys. We're about to get that cilantro rice going. It is so easy to make, guys, and it is so delicious. This is the same rice you'll get at Chipotle, guys. Same exact rice, and it is amazing. I got my lime. I got my lemon squeezer. We about to get to work. Go ahead and get that juice in your rice. Now it's time to add in that freshly chopped cilantro. I'm just adding a little bit at a time. I don't want to put too much in there, but I'm just adding a little bit, stir a little bit, add a little bit, stir a little bit, until you got just the right amount of cilantro. And that's it when it comes to this rice, guys. Like I said, this is so easy, but yet so flavorful, so delicious. And it's gonna complement our salmon so well, guys. They go hand in hand, like, I don't know, Jack and Jill, baby. Come on now. So this is the end result. This is it, baby. This is it. And this is that. You know what I mean? This is that. This is that dinner. This is that meal. This is off the hinges. I'm trying to tell you, this is so amazing, so delicious, so flavorful, so fresh. You know what I mean? This is a absolute, look at the presentation, guys. Put it together just like this, guys. Go ahead and grab you a little, like a little bowl, small little measuring bowl. Stuff your rice in there, put it in the middle just like I did. Put your sauce around, stack your salmon in there. It's a beautiful presentation. So bright, so vibrant, so fresh. It's amazing, guys. And it just has so much going on. I cannot wait for you to try this recipe out. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave me a like, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, guys, I will see you on the next video. Deuces.